you're arguing about the prayer. Say the prayer.
No, because JoJo is the head of
Father, in Jesus' name, we bless this meal for the nutrients of our body, and we appreciate you for bringing our family together at all times. All the blessings you have given us and still give us. Amen.
Amen.
JoJo shut that one down real quick. Welcome back. I'm here with the Simmons siblings, Angela, JoJo, Vanessa. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hi, we're good.
You all look great. How is it being all together in New York City? You guys having fun? You're getting into fights?
Oh, no, we're getting along this time around. We live here, though.
Always get along. Yeah, I really live out here, but Vanessa lives in LA.
Yeah, I'm all the way in LA.
How's it coming from the West Coast to the Best Coast?
It's the best for me, honestly, because I don't get to see them enough. So even if it's work, getting to see them more time, the better.
I love that. Well, you've had a pretty big year. Let's start with a big congratulations to JoJo. How does it feel being a married man?
I mean, it feels great. It's basically the same because I was already ready to do it, but it's just happy to take that next step with her.
What was the best part of your wedding?
Everything. It was the whole night was magical. The whole night was a great night, and I got to really enjoy it.
How was the food?
Amazing.
That's what I
mean, I heard the people told me it was amazing, and I liked what I ate, so it was pretty good.
Well, Angela and Vanessa, are you happy to have a sister-in-law officially?
Of course.
I mean, she's always been family, so it's pretty awesome.
Did you vet her appropriately? Sit her down, ask her the right questions?
She's been around forever. We didn't even have to.
Yeah.
She's great.
We've known her for forever, and I've been telling JoJo, you need to hurry up and make this official, make her our sister. So now it happened.
You took your sisterly advice. I like that. How did your family help with the wedding planning at all? Did you take it solo? What?
They pretty much did their thing. I just passed contact. I had a wedding planner that I knew of, and Denise and JoJo did their thing. Yeah.
You hand that off real quick.
There you go. And just kind of plan the wedding that they really wanted for themselves.
Well, that's good. Well, in the trailer for season 5 of Growing Up Hip Hop, it seems like the wedding almost didn't happen. What can you tell us about that?
I mean, you're going to have to watch the show, but you know, obviously, relationships, they go through their trials and tribulations, and sometimes right before that day, you question it, you know, but, you know,
Cold feet.
Like I said, we got married, so it went through, but you got to watch the show to see what happened.
Ooh, all right, I like that. So speaking of drama, Angela, what is going on with you and Romeo? Let's take a look at this clip from the trailer.
Oh, goodness.
Talking about you don't like the way I move, the pictures I post. What do I look like?
You look crazy.
The respect level was 0.
Well, in addition to this, in the sneak peek available on WeTV.com, you two were already at odds. What's up?
Well, it wasn't me. He came to me about how he felt about Angela, which I thought was really odd because they've always had, you know, their friendship. And that's how we even know the Millers to begin with, is through Angela. So he came to me with how he felt about my sister, and I thought it was an incredibly awkward situation to put me in. And I felt like he should have went to Angela, as they've been friends for years, and talked out their differences together instead of putting me in the middle. So I just would have preferred not to be in the middle of it because I don't belong there. It's not really my business.
It's not your business, right?
No.
Exactly. Do you agree? Do you agree with that?
What? Sorry, I was looking and getting upset all over again.
Oh no, oh man.
But I mean, I don't really like how it has went down and how it's being handled. You know, I mean, you guys can definitely watch as it unfolds during the season.
It's still upsetting to watch, though, right? When you look back.
Yeah, because it's just like, it was so unnecessary.
Right.
It was like, I have enough other things going on than to be worried about this. And now this is just like, okay, why would you do that if I'm your friend, you know?
Well, in that same sneak peek, while Angela and Romeo's friendship is dissolving, it seems like his relationship with Vanessa and JoJo is really flourishing. Is this right?
Well, it kind of, you know, brought up some issues this summer. I'm always trying to play the peacemaker. I was trying to bring Angela and Romeo together. So that's what I spent a lot of time doing, because I felt like, hey, if you have these issues, just
work
talk
it out
to her.
Right.
You know, so I wouldn't say flourishing. I don't think that would be the right word.
No, not for me. I mean, me and Romeo always just been cordial.
Okay.
Not really like close friends or anything, just cool guy.
But no bad blood.
I mean, I don't have negativity towards anybody. I love everybody.
I just wish they would work out their issues, because they've been friends for way too long.
I don't
for
have
it to
an
happen
issue.
like
Correction. I don't have
Okay,
an issue.
well, situation.
Feeling the heat here.
But it's real feelings, and you can see, like, this is real TV. These are real feelings. This is really a friendship that they've had for years, and now it's being
dissolved.
Tested, dissolved.
Well, do you think that you trying to play peacemaker between the two has helped, or has it like hindered a little bit? And do you think that it's helped or hindered?
I don't think it helped at all. I just think I'm just
feels
caught
how
in
he
the middle.
feels, and he is what he's gonna do, how he wants to do it. So
It is what it is.
yeah, that's exactly where I'm at.
Well, I have another clip I'd like to play from the new season. Let's watch.
That was kind of like crushing.
It's more than a crush.
You want a date?
Why take so long?
Angela, what is your status in your relationship with Bow Wow?
We're cool. Like, I've known Bow since I was 17, and I stand by that. Like, regardless of what does or doesn't happen, like, there's really nothing that would change that unless Bow got weird on me, which I don't see that happening. So
You've known each other for too long.
it's almost like it's like it's no way. It's like family.
As the siblings, do you guys think there's anything going on there that I need to know about here?
Hey, listen,
I'm
out of it. I'm out of it.
I don't get into her relationship business.
Seems like you guys have learned your lessons of getting into her
Try to
business.
stay out of it. You know, I try my best. Sometimes I try to hook her up with people, but you know, you'll see more of that on the show. But for the most part, I'm gonna let Angela find love her way.
All right, Angela, you've been very vocal about the struggles of being a single mom. How are you doing? How's little SJ?
I'm well. SJ's incredible. Yeah, I mean, I think as any single parent would know, it's definitely a task. It's a task already being a parent, but doing it alone is definitely added extra burden and pressure. But I mean, we're doing it and we're doing well. And SJ's flourishing and he's growing and he's smart and he's funny and he's a whole lot.
He's a character.
Yes, he is.
Is there any advice that you wish you had received as a single parent, sort of before going into the whole venture, that you would like to dispel to other people?
I think in general, you know, you have a kid with someone to think that you're gonna have the other person there. I think if you're not a parent yet, just knowing that, be ready for the unknown, because you could wind up an only parent, whether that be your parents get divorced, whether that be your parents don't talk, whether that be the parents not there. Like, just be ready for the unknown, you know, like being a parent's a full-time real job and it's forever. Like, it doesn't, like, you're just a parent forever. And, you know, I think there's no real advice as far as being the best parent you can be. Everyone has to learn on their own and do your own research. And you can be the best parent you can be by the things and the tools that you learn. You know, I don't think there's really one way to parent. You know, people have opinions about how people should parent, but I think it's trial and error. And for like people, when you're a parent, like you learn as you go.
Of course.
So just being proud of like the parent you are, as long as you know you're doing your best, that's all you can do.
You're learning on the job.
You really are.
Yeah, right.
You really are. You learn as you go. People are like, what's the one thing you tell me? I'm like, I don't know, because like you're gonna learn as you go, and you can only tell them to be the best they can be.
Well, at least little SJ has good aunts and uncles, of course. You guys are also parents.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are your little ones? How's everything going there?
Oh, they're good. It's funny, they were just with each other yesterday. Her daughter and my daughter were with each other all day yesterday. So getting old, getting big. Mia will be 4 in 2 months, and
Wow.
just preparing for Christmas time.
Yeah,
you know?
my daughter will be 5, so she's in kindergarten.
And they all get along?
Oh, they're best friends.
Do they ever fight? Like,
Of course.
Last night they were ready.
They argued, but it was
was
how
little.
kids are. They got tired. They were getting tired.
Yeah, right.
And then
Like,
2
all
minutes
right.
later, they're best friends. They're like, well, do you want to go with your dad? No, I want to stay with my cousin. So
Yeah.
Do you let your kids watch the show?
She just.
There's
It's not that I let her watch it. Like, if it's on, I'll show her. But at this point, she sees me on TV so much that
She's
just
like,
does.
Dad, you're lame. Yeah, right.
Like, you do this all the time.
How do your parenting styles differ?
I think they're all the same
They're
because
not
we
too
came
far
up
off.
with the same morals, and our dad taught us all the same things, and our mother. So I feel like we all kind of came up on the same morals and the way the upbringing. So we upbringing our children the same way. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
It's
Right.
like
we're
they're
bringing up
like
our children.
and we can lean on each other for like support and tips and advice. Like, well, is Mia doing this? Because Ava was doing this,
Facts.
and you know, we just lean on each other for
Yeah, I
support.
agree.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's kind of cool that our kids are all kind of like close in age, so we get to do that.
Well, yeah, they're all siblings. You know, it's not even just like cousins. They're siblings, and it's nice to have a big family.
Oh, they
all
love it.
support each
Amazing.
other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Angela, I also want to give you my condolences. I know you've recently lost your
All
grandmother.
of us did.
You know, that's all our grandmothers.
Not all of it. It says Angela in the prompter.
You know,
I knew
because
it
I've
was
always
all of them,
realized
but
that
I
when
just-
she posts the post, you just think it's like Angela's
That's what I was
grandparent.
gonna.
That's so annoying.
It's always so weird. Like, they be sending, not saying to you, but they always just send the condolences. So, like, you know, we all come from the
She's
same.
posting the picture, though,
We
you know.
all posted pictures.
You're right. Well, you all posted the picture to Instagram, but you specifically posted this one last week. Tell us a little bit about her and her life and her sort of legacy to you guys.
I mean, she was pretty incredible, and it definitely it all happened kind of quick because our grandmother really wasn't like sick or nothing like that. It just was like one of those things where she went to the hospital for one thing, and then it was the next, and then she was good, and she was about to leave as far as we were concerned right before this happened. And then
Never in a million years.
I mean, our grandmother was only about to be 74 in January.
Yeah.
74 is
So
young.
yeah, so honestly, we're mourning her loss. It's just
It
happened.
was just last
us.
week.
And so it's just she was awesome, and honestly, like, she was around for us childhood. Like,
Oh, yeah, she
a
was
lot
a
of the things
grandmother
that
for
we've
real.
learned
Yeah.
were through her. Like
Second mother, for sure.
Yeah, our mom would drop us off. We remember all the memories there. Like she
She had a whole lot of swag. She was funny.
Even down to the
Everything
last
that you
calls.
see in us is
her, for sure.
Yeah.
fashionable,
Yeah.
fly, beautiful. Like
All about love, all about connecting us,
Yeah.
keeping the
Keeping
family,
the family
tight
together,
knit.
yeah.
down to
She
the
was
last
the real
calls.
matriarch.
Just
Yeah.
happy and pleasant, like amazing. Like,
What's one thing that you've learned from your grandmother that you instill into your children?
And one is really random and fun, right? Because when I used to go with my grandmother, and she would do it to all of us, like when she would get out the car, she would be like, "Don't move a muscle."
Never forget it.
And so like we'd be like
That's something I always
freezing.
use.
So now in SJ, when I'm like by myself and there's no one there, I'm like, "You don't move or what?" And he's like, "Muscle," like just cute stuff that I actually
adorable.
carry in. I always think like that's crazy because she used to tell me that, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this.
I'll be using it too, yeah.
Yeah,
all the time.
don't move a muscle.
And he knows it, like the back of his hand.
They all know it.
I mean, she's taught us so many other things, but that's just something cute that stays with me. And as Shay gets to like,
I do remember freezing though. That's funny.
and like this, like
like
scared to
literally, 'cause
move.
we were so little. Like,
scared.
Let's not move a muscle. Like
So
I
she was
remember
tough, but like
being
chill.
in her blue car. She
wasn't
wasn't
tough at all.
You know what it was? Is that she didn't want us to open the door before she opened the door for us. 'cause
We didn't
were
realize
kids.
then. We're like, oh, if we move our muscles,
Yeah,
she's
we
gonna
were
get
in
us.
trouble.
Oh, and she just wanted to open the
She just
door.
wanted to open the
She just
door.
wanted to give me a
That's
second.
To make sure we
adorable.
were safe.
So now we do it to our kids. Yeah.
And how did all of your children sort of react to the passing?
My son's really young.
They're young. So
Yeah,
for
it's
them
hard to
kinda grasp it,
understand.
Yeah.
Well, Ava understands a little bit more. She's 5, and
Right.
she was talking about it a lot after the funeral, like just wanting to see pictures of Grandma June and just asking questions about her and, things like that. So kids, I guess, mourn in their own type of way, just trying to understand everything life.
It's kind of nice in some weird way that we have all these videos, though, and we have, like, it's 2019, so we have, like, it's a collection of pictures and memories, whereas, like, 50 years ago, we wouldn't have the same to maybe share with
To go through like a VHS, like
like-
a
Well, exactly.
tapes,
Yeah,
like
right. It's like,
camcorders.
it's kind of nice.
is,
Like in a
yeah.
way, it's good to have memories. Vanessa, let's talk about your jump from reality to scripted. You are in the UMC original series Craig Ross Jr.'s Monogamy. In
Yes.
season 2, your character Caroline reveals a lesbian history, which I'm obsessed with. Tell us about this role and your experience in the scripted drama.
This role was really cool to me because she's so different from me. And so if there's any way that I can show my artistry and have the privilege of being able to be a storyteller and tell a story that's powerful, can be relatable and entertaining, I'm all for it. First of all, she's an MMA fighter. I'm the furthest thing from an athlete, so I had to do a lot of
How much
research.
training?
Pretty decent amount of jujitsu because I had to really look believable. Like, not only is she an MMA fighter, she's a champion. She's like #1. So I'm like, how am I gonna make this believable? So I had to really take boxing lessons, jujitsu.
Do you guys go with her to boxing lessons?
Well, I'm in LA.
She already boxes
But I love
anyway.
boxing. I'll box right now.
I would look at some of Angela's videos to kind of get in that mode because she goes all the way there. And then, yeah, my character is not only a fighter, professionally, but she's also fighting her history and her past and, fighting who she might really be. So it was a very interesting role for me to kind of dive into and stretch my wings as an artist. So, but it was
Is it sort of hard going from scripted to just being yourself completely on reality and not necessarily having to think about it in the same way?
No, I enjoy it. I've been acting since I've been in like elementary school, so
Right.
it's something I've always wanted to do professionally. So I really enjoy it, and the fact that I get to do be a character that's so different from me is special to me.
Well, Angela and JoJo, do you guys see yourself going over to scripted at all? Do you have any desire?
That's definitely,
definitely.
something I'm doing for sure. That's my next step. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah?
want to do is movies, TV. I want to do it all. But I definitely want to get into scripted stuff now, for sure. Obviously, I'll always be going up here for you guys, but I want to definitely do scripted.
If you could be on any show right now, scripted, what would it be?
Oh, man. I'll probably be Snowfall. I like
Snowfall,
Snowfall.
wow.
It's one of my favorite shows right now. I mean, it's not on right now, but when it comes back.
Well, of course. Maybe you'll be on the next season. Yeah.
Working on it. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I would definitely get into scripted. I actually have an acting coach that I work with. I'm interested in it. I like it. It's fun. So definitely more in television than scripted. Movies, fun stuff.
You all have been in reality TV since 2005's Run House and now season 5 of Growing Up Hip Hop, among other shows. What would you say has been the biggest lesson you guys have learned on doing reality over the years?
As soon as it becomes not like fun, something you don't enjoy, bow out, because you should be enjoying what you're doing at all times.
You don't want it to feel like work.
Never want it to feel like work, and it doesn't truly. Like, some uncomfortable things might happen, might pop up while we're filming, but it's always fun, it's always love, and like I said, I enjoy filming with my family because I don't get to see them often, so having them come to LA and film with me for a few months, it's perfect excuse, and it's work, so
is
Best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
making money while being yourself is not that.
Why
That's
not?
the dream career, right?
Yeah.
Would you guys agree with? I mean, I'm sure you miss them on set, right? Like, is it
Yeah.
weird being with like trained professionals and you're like, I want my brother around?
I
Like,
mean,
think,
it would be a lot of fun.
I agree with everything she said, and I just feel like she said, just make it fun. Don't take it too serious. Don't be coming on camera trying to look too cool and trying to worry about what you look. Just have fun. Be yourself. 'Cause
Yeah.
people gonna like who you are. You know what I'm saying? And once you could do that, you never know. You know, sky's the limit.
authenticity. Has there been something that has been really hard for you guys to sort of watch back?
I think for me, with the passing of my son's father, just watching any of that is like, oh. I mean, like, I'm living it, but then to watch it back is always like, it's not the best.
That was
But
definitely a hard
It's
moment.
it's not easy. First of all, it's not easy to be vulnerable and open on television with that type of stuff when it's going on. But it's like, you get to see my best moments, so you got to see my worst.
Worse. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and know how important that is. Like for
Yeah.
everyone else who could be going through it or has gone through it. It's,
And
it's
that's
good
why
to
I do
see a
it.
good,
It's
strong
tough.
woman go through it to
Yeah.
some extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What makes this season sort of different than any other previous seasons of Growing Up?
We're all growing. Each and every one of us, everyone that's on the show, we're all growing in different ways. And I feel like it's very apparent in the season. Even with relationships, you see everything being tested.
See marriage, you see people not friends no more. You just see a bunch of stuff. I think this season might be the best one.
So we'll have to call the next one Grown Up.
Yeah.
Grown up,
Right?
yeah.
That is
All grown up.
Grown Up.
Growing up, all grown up. I like that.
I want 5% though.
They might have already stole it from you. You
Oh
already said it.
man, damn it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It was great
Thank you
to
for
see all
having
three
us.
of you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Catch the season 5 premiere of Growing Up Hip Hop this Thursday night, December 5th at 9/8 Central on WeTV.